Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man, and as always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. Today, I'm going to post another one of my babies. Because when I first debuted this guitar, I think it was about a week ago, I got a couple inquiries. You going to be planning on selling that one soon? And I told them yes, And actually, I suppose I had done that 2 days ago, but I got busy. But I try to discipline myself as far as what do I really need and what do I really want. Now, this guitar was purely want. It was not necessarily a need because already you got a jazz guitar, another Jay Turser Jazz guitar. But when I seen this one, and I run into a lot of Jay Turser guitars that I've never seen, I'm just totally blown away as far as their selection and how many different guitars that they have, models. And this one popped up about 2 weeks ago. It was the Gibson L5 copy. I had never seen one of these before, so I said I gotta have it. So I played it, I enjoyed it, but I realized it was a want and not necessarily a need. And like I told you guys, I discipline myself. For every new guitar that comes in, one has to go. And I got another guitar coming in next week that I do need. It wasn't a one I really needed, so I said, you know what, keeping to what I've told myself I was going to do, because if I don't do that, I have about 60 guitars in my house. It's just too many guitars. I don't have time to play all these guitars, So, like I told you, I hate to part with any of them. I hate to part with anything that I have right now, really. But again, like I told you guys, when one comes in, another one has to go. So this is the Jay Turser L5, Gibson L5 copy. And I love this guitar. I mean, one thing that I can say about Jay Turser guitars, the action is always, they come to me ready to play. I don't have to worry about, do I need to lower this because it's kind of high, my fingers hurt. None of them. And this one is no exception. The action on this thing is just great. I was going to change out the strings, but the strings feel good, so I'm not going to mess with something that don't need to be messed with. I love the fact that it has these Gibson Les Paul types of tuning pegs. I'm going to stick this guitar up to the camera in a minute. I just thought I'd show it here. And you can go on eBay or Reverb and type in jazz guitar for $250 and you ain't gonna find nothing even close to this. Trust me. Jazz guitars are expensive. They're not like the thin body guitars, single coil pickups where you can get a good single coil pickup Strat copy for about $80, $90, $120. Very hard to get a good jazz box for under $300. I mean, trust me. And in good condition, it feels good to play. This one again, like I told you guys, I love Jay Turser guitars. I got nothing but Jay Turser guitars, with the exception of a few guitars that I use in the studio for studio purposes. Because I told you guys, I got American-made Strat. They're heavy to me, and they don't have a good tone as good as, or should I say, the tone is just as, I should say the Jay Turser guitar's tone is just as good as the American-made Strats, But when I go into the studio, I give my clients what they want. They want that, that signature sound. So, hey, you paying for it, you can have it. So I mainly keep those guitars in my studios. I rarely ever bring those home, because I rarely ever play them other than when I'm in the studio. But as far as my Jay Tursers, they always here, always play them. Love to play these things. Like I told you guys, it's hard to find a good jazz guitar under $300. If you don't believe me, go on to eBay and go on to Reverb and just look, But sometimes you can't determine that from just looking at them. But for the most part, again, these are high-end guitars, So I'm going to let this one go for $250. I was going to originally let it go for $300 because it's worth $350, almost $400. But it does have a couple of dings, but those dings do not affect the playability. Because I know there's some people that want their guitars in super extra mint condition. I guess they just gonna look at them and never play them. When I had that Martin guitar, which was a rare guitar, that guitar was worth over $3,000. I was afraid to play it. I was glad I got rid of it because I'm like, I don't want to be playing it and something happens to it, because the value is so high. And it's like it added pressure on me to say, I don't want to play this because, something might happen to it, So I'm looking at my cat. You ready to go, buddy? Goodbye. Sorry about that. I knew she wasn't going to last the duration of the video. That's why I tried to get rid of her before she even came in here. Or before I start videotaping. So, again, let us go for $250 plus shipping and handling, which is going to be $60. It's going to go out priority mail with shipping and a signature required. So you know it's going to get to you safely and you know the day it's going to show up. This guitar, like I said, is in really good condition. It has one, two, maybe like 3 imperfections, which I'll stick it up to the camera. And that's why, you know, I'm going to only sell it for $250. I'm going to knock $50 off of because of these small dents or imperfections. But I'm going to stick it up to the guitar, up to the camera. As you can see, it kind of has that L7, Gibson L7 little hook thing. But I'm going to try to stick it up to the camera and just kind of point to the imperfections. Actually, you probably won't even be able to see the little slight dents that are on here because it just really don't show up on the camera because they're not really bad. But there's like a little indentation right here. You know, a little bump, you know, where somebody tapped it or it got tapped into some. And then right here, the little edge is kind of rough there. And then right here, there's like this little scratch right there. But again, it doesn't affect the playability. It's not a serious damage or anything. It's just ordinary wear, you know, wear and tear. And I'm gonna leave a link down here so you guys can hear it. It has a beautiful tone and it feels good to play. Cause I come to realize a long time ago that when it comes to instruments like guitar, what's first and foremost or should be is how does it feel to play? Because it makes no difference if you got a $2,000 guitar that hurts your hands and you don't want to play it. You can barely get through 2 songs before your hands hurt. You know, the guitars that I have, I can play for hours and not even think about that I've been playing for hours. You know, I enjoy playing them. And when you enjoy playing them, you play better as opposed to this shit hurt. This F bar chord's mother. You know, how long got to hang on to this, you know, and you're constantly thinking about something that you shouldn't be thinking about other than enjoying the feel of it and enjoying what you're playing. You know, that's first and foremost. But when I was younger, you know, I was caught up in that marketing nonsense too, because the marketing people do a good job. It got to look good. Where's it made? You know, I don't give a shit about that no more. I don't. You know, because again, as long as it feels good to play and sounds good, I'm happy. You know, but again, we've been conditioned to believe, you know, that you're not cool or hip if you ain't got that certain brand across the name of your guitar headstock and where did it come from, and it shouldn't, don't let it come from here because I don't want it if it came from there. You know, I'm way past that. Thank God I am. You know, thank God that I woke up many years ago and realized these people just taking my money. They taking too much of my money, you know, and I'm not getting what I'm paying for. But that's what I love about Jay Turser guitars. You not only get what you pay for, you get more. Because again, go on eBay, go on Reverb, and type in 250 and what can I get for 250 for a jazz guitar? It's going to be some garbage. You know, it's going to be some garbage. I had an Ibanez that cost me over $300. It felt like trash. It was poorly made. The wood didn't feel like wood. It wasn't thick and heavy like this one in my other jazz guitar, I couldn't believe the poor quality of it because I hadn't bought an Ibanez guitar in about 20 years. And I started off playing professionally with an Ibanez Roadster too. For like 10 years, didn't play nothing other than that, but I kept having problems with the weak, poorly designed the toggle switch. You know, it kept shorting out. I'm playing live on stage and my switch going out. I'm like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm not buying any more of these because I had two of them. They both had the same problem. I switched over to Fender and I never looked back. And then I got turned on to Jay Turser a couple of years back and I'm like, I'm hooked. You know, it's not going to break the bank to get a good quality guitar from Jay Turser like it does with Fender and Gibson. You got to go on a financial plan or a payment plan. I'm like, I don't want to be paying for a guitar for 2 years, you know. I got no choice when it comes to cars because those cars will last you 10 to 20, 15, 20 years if you take care of them, you know. But again, with the Jay Turser, love them. Again, $250, and I'm knocking $50 off because it was going to be $3 for, you know, the slight imperfections. PayPal right down there if you're interested. Say, hey, Morris, man, I'm interested. And then if you see the video still up, because now what I do when I sell them, I just put sold across the header. So if you don't see that right now, it's still available. But check with me and say, hey, Morris, man, is it still available? Because I'll send you the money now. Then I tell you yes. Then when you send me the money, I put sold across there. This goes out the very next business day. United States Postal Tracking, signature required. So it's a great deal, you know, for $300 that include, or $310, which includes shipping. That's the total price. Trust me, it's worth it. I mean, this guitar is worth it. It feels good. The action is great. There's no problem with playability or anything. I'll leave a link down here so you guys can hear me play it. So until next time, take care and thanks for watching. Just want to make sure I included everything. Yeah, everything. Yep. Feels good, sounds good. Good action, great action. Yeah. Again, that's what I love about Jay Turser guitars. Great action. This sucker is low. Not so low it's buzzing, but it's low and it's comfortable to play. These are probably 10s. Yeah, maybe 10s. 9 or 10s. I know they're not 8s. But I do tend to leave a thicker, slightly thicker gauge strings on my jazz guitar. It gives it a deeper, warmer sound. If I were to slap 8s on this jazz guitar, it would not be as thick and warm as it would be. It still would sound good, but it wouldn't be as thick. Because I know with jazz guitars, I do not put lightest gauge strings that I do like on my Strat copies. Because, again, I want a really nice, thick tone. And the guys that are heavy hitters in the jazz world, they play like gauges 12, 11s, on up, you know. So I can understand that because you do get a deeper, richer tone. But these is probably about 9s. And they feel comfortable, you know, because normally I'm not too crazy about 10s or 9s. But this is probably about maybe 9s, 10s tops. I'm kind of leaning more towards 9s because they don't feel as thick as 10s, but they feel good. So that's why I didn't bother them. That's why I didn't take them off. Till next time, take care. Thanks for watching.